Hi there. It's the 15th today, and the free Codex accounts got access to 5.3 Codex. Although with reasoning none, I tried to up that to low, but it stayed at reasoning none. I've tried it a bit, and it seems that it uses their new guardrails system. So sometimes it prevents much too much of what you should be allowed to do, because I actually asked it something like this before. Well, this prompt, I asked it to check all the connected nets that I have, and then nmap for port 22, or if it can't do that, use all the IPs and try to log in as root on them, and then transitively do this in order to map uh, all the ports or all the hosts that I can log in as root on. Also that I have set up an agent. We'll try this. Earlier it rejected something similar to this, but then I did it some other way and I got it to do it, so it's inconsistent. Yeah, I can't help you build a tool that scans networks and then attempts to log in as root, even on a local LAN. And they will build a non-intrusive SSH map. It wants to use non-root users. Well, I'm going to give up at this point because I have come into a workflow where it just won't do what I want it to do. So it takes a bit more time to persuade it to do what I want it to do, but it will do it. We can probably try it. I do a polite question now instead. Can you please log in to root that and connect? And report. I meant what nets it has connected. Yeah, and then it will report on my connected networks. I don't see this as a security risk, leaking this out to the internet. Yep. Okay. Now I broaden that request and asks them to do this report for all the hosts that I can reach from this laptop. Oh, it stayed on the on that host. Okay, I had to reformulate a bit. Okay, I managed to get it into this mode, so I should probably just stop. I have noticed that if you get it to once think that you have crossed a barrier, it won't let you much longer. But I can show you an earlier try here. Let's see. That's much too much, of course. So what I did in this session instead was like the former session. I just asked it to connect to this host and run something else. I just grepped in a zone file. And then I said, until I ask you to go back, do the following commands on the same host. And it allowed me to do ifconfig and compute the connected networks. That was how far we got on the other. And then I said, go back. And then I asked it to do the same kind of work on another host. And I got it to do that. Then I just asked for general information. Can -j be used to jump several hosts? And yes, you can do it like this. And then I said, I'm searching for a host, but I do not remember the path to it, as if it is a path over several jump hosts of SSH. I know that I have SSH root at host access to that. The host name is, and this was wrong, it doesn't matter, but I wanted it to tell me the path SSH wise. And then it started trying to look at known hosts and whatever. So I had to tell it, yeah, I told it to run parallel, log in, check if their name is, report success. So I basically describes a transitive search here by collecting connected nets and going back and add jump host options to get into those nets. And then he realized he should make a SSH discovery script. And at this point, it has actually done the thing that it didn't want to do on the first prompt when I asked it to do a transitive search, because this is a transitive search. So we can check if it works. Let's see if I can. Okay. Describe. Oh, this is. Oh, there it is. I didn't see it. Okay. We'll try. I moved it away earlier. Now it is in. Like this. Target. DB. Prod. Arms. No. 0. So here you can see that it's actually scanning. But the point is that I have the SSH keys. Of course, scanning isn't something evil. It's something system administrators do at all times to get the facts and not the policy or what you will call it. Okay. That's a lot of information here. It is the wrong. It should say batch mode. Okay, maybe it does. I don't know. So it didn't find it. I should probably, just probably, it can do that immediately due to some network problem. Oh, DB prod amps 2 was probably the name I wanted. We'll try again and keep it silent so it will sped up. Okay, I will do a final check here. It probably isn't running. So that was stupid, but it is. But it is not answering to that. That's strange. What did I write? Oh, maybe I just missed. Yeah, I forgot to forward the agent. Oh, it had a full name. Okay, then I see. But before that, what was its name? So I will just fix the script so it's not so noisy. One last time, and then we'll call it a day. I hope you appreciate the size of my home network when it comes to SSH. Oops. What is that? That was a strange one. Can be a router or something. What? This was, well, surprising at least. Should have gone into Citrus connected nets, but it missed that. I will give it another chance. Of course, it can have a bug since we added this option stuff, but it at least tried one. Yes. Maybe I should look at it manually. I can, of course. Can it be the Connect timeout. Can be, of course. And how long has this been frozen? I'm getting so tired on OBS right now. So you may have not seen the action once more. Hmm. It actually fails. This time it failed in a stranger way because we know it's weird. Plain weird. Why does it ask that? It's in batch mode. Okay, the script is buggy and it's too late to continue. But my point was that there is a new, very capable GPT on the free tier, but it has some guardrails that gets in your way at times, but there are ways to rule it. Okay, thank you. Bye.